Hi guys, this is a rent management system developed in Java NetBeans using object-oriented technique. So let me show you guys how it works. Reset and let's enter reference number there. Name, let's say Sunny Anthony. Right, let's put an H there. And address, this is 17. Let's go for Lagos. 17 Lagos Road. And the town is Lagos. The cost there. Down payment and deposit, electricity bill, local tax, and water bill. There we go. How many rooms? Let's go for maybe 3 rooms, and that's a house. Click on rent there. So the other thing we can do is we can also print out this receipt. Click on print. There we go, guys. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Java NetBeans development environment, and we actually take care of one of these. So let's do that now, guys. Hi, welcome to Java NetBeans of object-oriented rent management system. I'm going to start by going to file. Let's select new project, and right there make sure you select Java application. Click on next. I'm going to give my project a name. I'll just call it OO underscore rental there, and I will then uncheck the create main class. Click on finish. Just copy that and click finish. Now in the project management area, let's look for the OO rental, which is right there. Right click on it and let's select new. Let's select Java frame, and let's give our frame a name, and the package, I'm going to call the package the same name, OO underscore rental, and click on finish. Now that our form is ready, you can always right click and let's select set layout, and I'm going to go for absolute layout. Now in the property area, select the properties, and let's go to the codes in there. I'm going to change that to 1360 by 800. And right here where we have generate center, I'm going to check that, and that's all with our area. Okay, let's see this. Any other thing we can change here? Alright, our form should be ready now. That's supposed to be 800. Let's see, or 1300 plus. Okay, there we go. That's the form ready now. Now the next thing we want to do is to go straight into the project area. You right click on the package name, this very one, and let's select new Java class. So the first class I'm going to create, I'll call that C customer. That's my first class. That's the name of the class, and the package is OO underscore rental. Let's click on finish. That's the very first class. And the very first class, I'm going to enter the following. Let's call that data members. I'll enter the following data members. That's just a comment. And the very first data member is going to be, let's say, private. That's going to be known as, let's go for customer ID. That's my very first data member, and followed by this the name, customer name. Undo that. Let's copy that again. Copy and paste. Then we change that around. And the next one here is going to be first name, and we have surname, and there guys, that's the rest of the data member. Okay, now all that we have in here are all private, and we won't be able to gain access into it, as you're all aware. It's more or less encapsulated. So for us to be able to gain access to it, what we need to do will be, let's go into, so we go straight into source, which is right there. Select source, and let's go into insert code, or you can always select Alt plus insert. So insert code, or the shortcut key is Alt plus insert. Click on that, and let's select getter and setter. Once you select getter and setter, as you can see, we have all our data members listed there. So I'm going to select it all, or you can just say select all. You can deselect if you want, but I want it all selected. I want encapsulate fields. Just click on generate, and you see what will happen soon. The system is now generating all of the, you see that guys? So that saves you a lot of typing time. Look at that. You see that? So string get customer ID, return customer ID. Okay, public void set customer ID, string is customer ID, this dot customer ID. Okay, so what's just happened is, because all these are private, for you to be able to gain access into them, you need to create an accessory function. So we can just call that accessory function, or accessors function. I mean, we just create something. These are my accessors function. The system has generated that for me. That makes life very, very easy. Look at that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is to create my other class. Let's go back to my project area, right click on the package name. Let's select we want Java class, and that's going to be crent. Maybe I should call it, yes, crent, or just say crental, and click on finish. There we go. Inside the crental, I'm going to enter the following data. So right in here, just enter the following data member or variable members there, and right underneath here I'm going to repeat exactly the same thing that I did with my customer one here. So let's repeat that. So we go to the source, insert code. You can always press Alt plus insert. There we go. Now getter and setter, select it all, encapsulate, generate. You see how easy that is, guys. That makes life very, very easy. That's a lot of typing time saved. Okay, now we go back to our package name there, right click and select Java class. For my final one, I'm going to call that C utility. The class name C utility, right there, and click on finish. So right down here we enter the following variables, and I'm going to enter my access function or accessors function. So let's come right down here, make sure you have an area for your accessors function. Go to the source, insert code there, and the code I want to insert is get and set. Select it all, encapsulate fields. There we go. There, see, that makes life very, very comfortable. Right, so what we now need to do is to go straight onto our form, and there, let's start with the design of the interface. Now, earlier on I did set it to absolute layer, so make sure you guys set it to absolute layer. The next thing is we go straight to the palette. While on the palette, let's select panel, draw the panel there. This panel, I'm going to change the border style of this very panel. Let me make that maybe around, let's go for maybe 12 or 8. Let's see, 12. Right, yeah, that's not too bad. And I would copy it across. Let's copy it across because I'm going to need about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So copy that and paste it there. That's 1, 2. There's going to be 1 here. Go down a little bit. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. So let me arrange all these panels and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, this is how my interface looks right now. So what I'm going to do next is let's come straight to the palette and grab a button. Yeah, let's paste that there. I'm going to need about 3 of those. First thing first, let's change that to absolutely. Right, let's copy that button across, paste, and paste another one. That's 3. And in here, I need a text area here. Okay, we also need to change this to absolute layer. Alright, make sure you change all yours to absolute layer, guys. Alright, drag it down. Right, and the next thing we need is here. Maybe let's start from up there. We need a J label here, and that very label we need to change the property. Let's change it to something readable, maybe 30 or maybe 48. Okay, and let's change the text content to rent management system. Right, we might as well set it to absolutely as well. Okay, and realign it. Yeah, I think that seems to be too small. I'm going to increase the size to, let's go for 60. Right, okay, I need one more label, and let's paste that label here. Need some more labels in here, and absolutely as well. Okay, well, let me just speed up the design of this interface, then I will get back to you guys. Okay guys, this is how the whole interface looks right now. So all that is left for me to do now is see this label. I intend to add an image to it, so let's see if we can get something. So where we have the icon, I'm going to drop that down, and let's navigate to where we can import an image. I think let's select from file. There we go. I think I do have something on my desktop here, call it, and let's see. Okay, I think maybe I should settle for one of them. Maybe settle for this one with the background. Yeah, and let's get rid of the text content on it. Okay, that should do it. Right, so if I compile and run, this is how it all looks for now. Okay, all we then need to do is to add some lines of codes to make these 3 buttons do something. However, in here we can do something about those already. Okay, and we also have 1 to 12, 1 to 10 actually, and the different cities where you can get those accommodation. Okay, so let's close that. Now to add this content in there, all you need to do is to come straight to the model here and just add. Okay, and the same thing was repeated for this very one, the one with the numbers. Okay, so first of all, let's take care of exit. Come right down here, right click, and let's select event, action, perform. I think it's up here somewhere. There we go, right here. I'm going to delete the content in here, get rid of that. But first thing, let me come in here and import as follows: private jframe, let's call that frame. There, I've declared my data member there. So what I then intend to do is click on that and import the Java Swing J frame there. So the next thing is we enter the following lines of codes right there. Okay, now those are the 2 libraries imported for the exit. You're going to need those 2 libraries that you're looking at, and make sure this variable is in place as well. Okay, so what will happen is when I run this program now, let's compile and run it so that we can move on. Click on exit. There we go. You see, the good thing about that, using that very method, is you are able to say no or say yes, you want to stay within. No, you want to stay within the system. Yes, you want to exit. So that's the good thing about it. Now let's take care of the reset. Right click and select event, action, and action perform as well. Let's move it up. Okay, right there. Get rid of that. And okay, as for the reset, I'm going to enter the following lines of codes using for loop. Okay, take a good look at that, and you have to make sure the following are also imported. But the difference is this is just for frame 4, panel number 4, sorry. So if I run the program, this is what you see. Let's enter some data in here, and here. Okay, this is 4, 5, 6. So you see what's going to happen with 4. You see 4, 5, and 6 is still, that needs to be taken care of. So what I'm going to do is come right down here. Let's copy all of these. Just paste. Yeah, that's 5. And let's paste 1 for 6 and change that to 6 as well. Right, that's 6 taken care of. Now let's run it and see. Then we're going to have to take care of the others individually. Okay, I could have taken care of this separately. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, right, there we go. Alright, so let's take care of this separately. Number 4, I don't need that. I'm just going to get rid of number 4. Get rid of that. change the 0. And number 4, that is supposed to be called JTXT. That will be called JTXT. Let's say JTXT cost dot set text. Let's change it to nothing. Yeah, that's that done. Okay, the other thing I can do is maybe just copy these very lines of code and just put it in here. Right, I can put it right in there, and even these might not be needed. Okay, that's fine because it's only 4 lines, and this would have been 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's run this system and see. Compile and run. Then we've taken care of this as well. There we go. Add some data in there, add whatever in here. Alright, give that a try. There. Good. Now we now need to take care of the renter button itself to confirm the rent agreement. I'll come back and repeat that again. There we go, get rid of this. Right. Okay, right inside the renter, I'm going to create some object there. Right in here, the first object is going to be the customer. Let's say C customer. I'm going to call it I customer equals new, and that will be customer itself there. Okay, that's the first object. The second object, I'm going to call that C rental equals I rental equals new rental, and utility C utility utilities, and I call that I utility equals new C utility. There, those are all my objects created. Right. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to declare some variable that will capture my data. So I'm going to call that I customer deposit, comma I customer payment. So let's just try those two for now, or maybe we can even the other ones. Let me look at this. Let's see my okay, that's for customer. I only have 2. Okay, doubles there. Let's come into rent. I have 3 there. So maybe copy those so that I don't forget, and come back in here. Let's paste it. I just want to use it to remember what I'm doing. So this one is going to be called, let's call that I cost. Then delete that, we don't need that anymore. Then the other one is going to be number of rooms. High number of rooms, and location. Delete all of that, just copy that of location, and let's delete this. Yeah, let's see location. Location should be just string, so it won't happen. No, that's incorrect. So let's change that application. And let's come down here and check out whatever is location in here. Yeah, change them to string. And this is string as well. Okay, that's sorted. That was an error. I suppose you guys can just change yours as well. It's just an ordinary location, so it shouldn't be double. The data type shouldn't be double. So let's see utility. In utility I have 3 of those, so let me just copy those ones. Those ones are all okay. Paste that in there. So we have local tags. I local tags. Delete that. The water bill. Water bill and electricity. Electricity. So I can delete all of these now. I don't need that. Now you notice all the errors are gone. I was just using those so that I don't forget the names. So the next thing I'm going to do now is let's declare a string str. I can call that total or maybe cost. Okay, now let's call the instance of first thing first. Let's go for the I cost customer deposit equals now. So that's going to be, let's say, double dot pass double, and what we want in there is going to be JTXT deposit dot get text. So whatever I enter inside the text box called deposit, which is this one, is stored straight into this very one. Now I need to repeat the same thing for the other one. So the other one is going to be payments. So let's just try those two out. If it works how we want, we can always just speed it all up. Paste that, and the next one is going to be, that is supposed to be down payment. There. Okay, now that I have those two, now the next thing I want to do is to assign all of this into or onto the, let's assign it into sets. So let's come back here, copy this instance that was created earlier. I customer dot set, that will be set deposit. And what are we setting in there? We are actually setting this very one. Paste that right in there. So that is sorted. The next one is going to be I customer again dot, that will be set down payment, and the down payment is also there. That's good. Now let's get both. So in here we'll now say string equals string dot format, and what are we formatting? That is going to be just these two. Okay, what I'll do is, let's say, so that we can enter pound sign. Let's get that in. We got 2 decimal place and comma. Now let's add up. Let's say the instant dot get the assessor's requisites plus the instant dot get the payment. Yeah, that's it. Right, that is it, done, guys. So I'm just trying this out. Then the other one is going to be JTXT total payment dot set text, and the text we're setting is going to be, yeah, that's it. Right, so this is just to try the first 2 out. So compile and let's run it and see. There we go, guys. So let's try the payment out. Let's enter the down payment and deposit off. Okay, guys, let's check that out. You see that? And let's exit out and back to the codes. Okay, back in here. So what I'm going to do is to repeat exactly the same thing that I've done for these ones. So I need the names of all of the components here. I need the names of these. Let's grab the name of that. Okay, alright, I can remember that. And let's come in here and see the other one. Okay, this says that's the, okay, we only need one here, so back in here. So let's come in here. We need the cost. Let's say I cost equals double dot pass, and what we're passing is going to be JTXE cost dot set text. No, get text, not set, get text. Right, now the next one is going to be, let's go for the electricity. I think I have the name of that, so I'm going to just copy all of these. Can't do that. Let's copy it again. Right, so this is going to be the electricity up here, water, and local tabs. Right, we also need the room. Okay, local tabs. Then this one will become electricity. Let's get that name out. Grab the name, back in here, and replace. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the next one. Local task, copy, come in here. No, that's for water. Paste this here. I think that one is called water bill, something like that. Yeah, right. Now I need one more. number. Okay, I don't have to add that anyway, but let's come here. Let's try and finish this up. So now we need I need the instance. So the next instance I'm going to need now is going to be rent. The instance of the rent equals, oh no, it's not equals, it's dot set. That will be the cost here, cost, and there we have cost already. That's fine. Then the next one is going to be utility. Grab our utility dot set. Let's see what we're setting it to. Dot. So try that again. Dot set electricity. Okay, now the other one. Dot set local. Yeah, that's good. And the other one is going to be dot set water bill. Right, everything is in place. Alright, let's add it all together. So now come in here and enter plus. I've added these first two, so it's going to now be rent, iRental dots get the cost plus iUtility, which is this one, put that in there, dot get electricity. Okay, let's press enter, and the next one is iUtility dot get local tax. There we go. And finally iUtility dot, let's say, get water bill. There. So hopefully that should calculate the cost of the rent. So the cost of the initial rent, let's compile and run. Okay guys, let's give that a try. So we enter some value in here. Let's do merge the deposit or down payment as the deposit, and in here we have the cost of the accommodation, and then electricity bill, we have local tax and water bill. So click on rent. That is correct. That is fine. So all we just need to do now is to write another couple of lines of code for the receipt, and there. So let's do that now. Okay, let's exit out and have a look at the receipt. So let's come down here. The first place, what is the name of this object? Right, JRT receipt. Copy that and right down here. I'm gonna paste that right down here. Yeah. Okay, right here guys, these are the final lines of codes for the receipt. So have a good look at it. Now we show you the final rental codes. There they are. And bring it down there. Okay, let's run it and you guys see how it looks like. So we enter reference number there, let's say the name is Hill. Address 12. Let's say, okay, let's just put an E there, R there, Walther Road. Now, postcode, town, okay, that's Lagos. Occupation, the student. Down payments, and we have the opposite of that. Electricity bill, local tax, and water bill. There. Click on, no, before that we need the rent itself. There we go. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, I think I should do one more thing, maybe reduce all of this and add a button so that we can print out this very receipt. So let's exit, and going to now just shrink those buttons, and this as well. Let's copy one of these, paste it right in there, and just rename it. Let's see what's the name of this one. Okay, so this, we will call this BTN print, and the text content need to be print. Right, for us to be able to print, the first thing we have to do is we need to import some libraries. Okay, let's go into our codes itself and come up here. Right in here, I will import the following libraries. So I need them all for my printing. Okay, take a good look at them. Alright, now let's come in here, right click, and let's select event, action, perform. Right here, I'm going to use try cache, and right there, guys, just have to speed that up. Those are the lines of code for print. Okay, what we do now is let's compile and run. See, and just click on run. Okay, enter candidate ID number there, and name, let's call that, let's call it Paul Parker, and address of Mr. Parker is number 16 Good Town Road. Postcode, town is, let's change the town round, say a town, so on, and that's got to be house. Enter, that's the down payment. We have the deposit, electricity bill, local tax, water bill. Check out the rent. Okay, we have one more bill here, and then check out the rent. There we go, guys. And now let's give our receipt, our print a try. There we go, guys. You see that? So the print is working as well. So let's check out the reset there. Okay, So let's enter another customer and name. Let's say the name happened to be Felix South. Address of Mr. South, let's say he lives in Johnny Way, no, Johnny Road, something like that, and postcode town, and let's change this to also as the monthly payment, as the down payment. He deposited that. Electricity, local tax, water bill there. Now let's print out the receipts. There we go, and we can then print it out as well there. So guys, with that I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you enjoy it. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.